what's going on, guys? This is Trent, and I'm going to be checking out Currents and their brand new music video for A Flag to Wave. Very familiar with Currents. I actually really enjoy Currents, so it's probably my reaction is going to be good. That's my guess. I actually shot another reaction video to Bad Omens and their song Limitless, and of course, the UMG did their thing, and they copyright striked it and blocked it in all countries everywhere. So while that's being disputed, that will probably be up within the next couple days, so be on the lookout there. I wanted to also do another video too to make sure you guys had something to watch. So this is going to be Currents and their song A Flag to Wave. Have not heard it, have not seen the video, so I'm kind of excited to check it out. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Get it nice and loud.
I find myself lost again in a world that doesn't know my name. This life I've worked for brings no substance to me. Why do I always feel like I'm going insane? Determined to find my place, I seek the remnants of my fate. Forever loathing, burdened by defeat. Your will is weak. You see yourself walk out on the train to live a life of peace. If you get the life you want, if you never feel free. I long for something that I can represent. A flag to wave, to find a foundation. I long for something to carry to the end. A flag to wave, a flag to wave, stepping out of fire.
Just a kind of quick stop here and talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's Currents. It sounds like Currents. It's good. I like it. It's nice and heavy. I love the blast beats the drummer's throwing in the few portions there. It makes it, makes the sound that much more beefier and heavier. Vocally, I've always kind of struggled with Currents because I like the mixture of his cleans with his screaming. I think they go together very well. However, live, I don't know if it's just the time that I'd seen them and I saw them perform, but his vocals just didn't quite hold up for him in that performance, and then I'm not sure if that's because of the length of time they were on tour. Maybe he was sick, or whatever it may be. It didn't carry well over live, and it sounded like he kind of struggled to keep tone, and even when it came to screaming, it just sounded like there was no stamina there. So that was always kind of a concern for me when I listen to bands. I guess maybe I'm a little overcritical, but when I listen to bands that, do cleans and screams, and even just screams for that matter, stamina is huge, especially if you're a touring band. And being able to perform night after night and not go out there and just sound like you're completely exhausted when you are completely exhausted. So I'm just curious if that's maybe I just got unlucky at the time that I just kind of caught them at a bad time. And I mean, they still went out and they still put everything into their performance, which is more than you can ask for in a band who's on tour because it is exhausting. But that's always one thing that I always kind of look for, especially now that I've been doing vocals for, I'd say, about 9 years now. That's one thing that I really look for because I know how hard it is to build that stamina up and how difficult it can be going night after night. So that's kind of what I look for when I go and see live bands, when I go check out local music is, how are they holding up compared to what they release? You got to have some type of common ground. I see a lot of bands, they do all this crazy crap vocally on their digital releases where it's recorded in a setting where they're comfortable and it's something where they can sit still and get the breath control perfect every time, which is what you want for a studio. But I think a lot of bands commonly make the mistake of doing what you can do in studio. Can you perform that live? And for me, vocally, I've noticed a lot of bands, they can't replicate it live. And the bands that do, I love them. You see a band step out there and you're like, holy crap, I cannot tell the difference between live and their digital recording because it's very well done. maybe that's just a common or an easy mistake because you're in studio. You're like, oh, I want to do this sick thing here where I take this vocal pattern and it just goes, you know, boom, 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 boom. But can you do that live? Are you going to have the stamina and the breath control to perform that live when you're not standing still and you're having stage presence and you're moving back and forth, you're running, you're interacting with the crowd, you're jumping up and down, you're getting into your music? Are you going to be able to keep up with that stamina, that stage presence, and still sound good? It's kind of having, you know, it's kind of finding that common ground there. It's like, okay, I have to make sure that I can perform this live. One cool thing that I saw in the video a few years back, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in my videos, is that Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, one of his studio documentaries, he said before he would record a take, the guy that was recording would make him take a run around the block. So as soon as he came back from running around the block, the guy would make him then do his vocal take. Because then he's like, that's what it's like now you're going to know what it's like to perform this live because you're going to be out of breath. Are you going to still be able to perform this portion? And to me, I kind of took that to heart for when I did vocals. I go, all right, this portion here, yeah, I can do this sick, you know, super fast part or this chain of words just after succession. I can do that in studio because I'm standing still. I have perfect breath control. I'm not exhausted. I'm not sweating. There's not lights shining in my face. You know, there's not an environment around me that can cause, you know, disruption or anything like that. So for me, I always tried to find that common ground recording. It's like, I want to make sure that I can step out and I can perform this live. And as I've kind of been ranting here, to me, it's just a very big thing, especially since I do vocals. So I'm wondering if that would be beneficial for a lot of other vocalists to do. It's kind of like if you ever played sports, you know, your coach, you start doing free throws, and then it's like, all right, guys, line up, do sprints. Now go back and do free throws. So then you're getting the feeling of doing free throws, being exhausted in the middle of a game, just to kind of make sure, can you still perform under that pressure? And that's one thing that I kind of noticed when I saw Currents live, is that he was just kind of struggling with breath control. There's times where he wouldn't even sing the lyrics because he was so out of breath. And to me, for a lot of people, they may not notice that. For the average fan, they may not really hone in on that because they're into the moment, they're into the experience of being at the show and the environment and the energy. But for, I guess, a musician or a vocalist who tends to focus on the instrument they play, or in my case, the instrument's my voice, and watching that particular, because I love going and watching good bands, and I love taking notes. I'm like, what that vocalist did was awesome. His stage presence was awesome. He interacted with the crowd perfectly. It's like, maybe I need to step up my game and do more of what he did. Not replicate, but just taking essentially notes. Whereas I can also go to shows and be like, I will glad I never do that. He doesn't face the crowd when he's singing or screaming. He's not looking at anybody. He's not interacting. You know, it's just, those are the things that I notice. But yeah, me just ranting because I can do that, I guess, because no one's stopping me. All right, let's keep going. That's actually a really cool camera shot there. It's super pretty. Let's go. I want to check that out. Super pretty with the light rays coming through the trees. Yeah, that's a pretty shot. Build up. See how this breakdown is. right, so that was Currents and their song A Flag to Wave. I dig it. I mean, I like Currents. I like their music, and the whole rant is just me being, I guess, very picky with vocal styles, because a lot of times I get excited, I mean, this band's awesome, and then you end up seeing them, and then it's not quite what you expect, and it's kind of a disappointment. Especially for me, vocals are huge. When I go see a band, if they can't replicate what they did on that album, it's almost kind of disappointing. And I've seen a lot of really good bands, and I've seen a lot of really good bad bands. So that was just me, because I'm very picky when it comes to that. The lyrical content here it's not bad. I find myself lost in a world that doesn't know my name. This life I've worked for brings no substance to me. Why do I feel like I'm going insane? Determined to find peace, I seek the remnants of my fate, forever loathing, burdened by defeat. It's another kind of down and dreary song. It's okay. I get it, though. It's like I want to, how do I make something of myself? How do I carry my legacy? So when I go out, how are people going to remember me? And that's kind of like saying I long for something to carry to the end, a flag to wave. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. In stepping out from stepping out of form and into emptiness, living a life devoid of passion. I'm here to show the world my face. It's kind of like, listen, I'm not going out without a fight. I want to be known for something. I want to be known to, I want a flag to carry. I want people to know me for something. So it's a cool, that's, to me, the lyrical content here it's not bad. It's been done, but it's not bad, and I enjoy it. The breakdown was killer. That breakdown was nasty. I could see a whole bunch of kids practicing karate during that breakdown for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely dug it. Currents, A Flag to Wave, good song. I'm excited to hear the rest of the album, but again, I like Currents. I just wasn't too impressed by the original live performance when I had seen them. Like I said, he could have just been sick, could have been out of, just could have been exhausted. But I'd like to maybe see him again, see if that's a different story. But really dug him. Let me know if you guys liked him in the comments. Let me know what you think about their lyrics. Let me know, if you feel the same when it comes to going to see a band live, or do you not care about it? Is it more of just the atmosphere that if you wanted it to be perfect, you would just listen to it in your headphones and it to be digital? As I've heard that argument a lot. It's like, well, I'm not going to the live show to really see the band. I'm there for the atmosphere and the people. And for me personally, that's not why I'm going to a live show. I'm not there for the atmosphere of the people. I'm there to see the band perform because I like their music. But yeah, let me know what you think below. As always, guys, check out the social media links in the description. It's all brand new. Go check them out. Give my like page a like. Talk to me on there. I'm going to try to be more active on there if I get more people interested in being a part of it. I'm on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to start posting more. I'd like to interact with people and maybe eventually do like a giveaway or do something cool. But yeah, thanks again, guys. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit the little notification to let you know when I do upload videos. If you dislike the video, dislike that video. It doesn't bother me. I'd like to know what people like and don't like. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. Are you going crazy with COVID-19? Thanks again, as always, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.